From the News Channel 5 Network, this is OpenLine.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to OpenLine. Look at this full house up here. Great panel. This weekend, a major weekend in Tennessee. It is the opening of deer season, and there are some new laws and regulations that are going into effect. We want to get into all of that, but also just take an opportunity to learn more about TWRA. They oversee hunting and fishing in Tennessee, generates $2 billion a year in this state. Happy to have with us, I'll just introduce everybody, Captain Dale Grandstaff. Captain, thank you for being with us. And Sergeant Matt Bryan. Sergeant, thank you for being with us. And Josh Landrum, Boating Officer, thank you for being with us. Thanks all of you. Of course, y'all can call in with any question you have. I want to start with deer season. So it's this weekend. I know that's a very big deal. And there's some changes to the law. What do we need to know?
Well, I guess the main thing is that our archery deer season opens on Saturday. The biggest change for the entire state will be going from a 3-buck limit down to a 2-buck limit this year. That will take in effect this season. We've had a 3-buck limit since 1999. It was $2 in 1998. Bumped back up to $3 in 1999, and then this year we're going back down to $2.
So that's a major change. You used to be able to kill 3,
yes,
and now you can only get 2.
$2.
And that's only with the arrow? That's only
through the entire season. So if you kill 2 with your archery equipment this weekend, you kill $1 per day. So if you shot 1 on Saturday and 1 on Sunday, you're finished buck hunting for the year. Now we have unlimited amounts of antlerless opportunities throughout the season. So this is a Unit L area. So Unit L, you can kill 3 antlerless per day every single day. And the season starts in September and ends in early January. So that's a lot of opportunities to harvest animals.
Yeah. And why the change as it relates to bucks? Why go from 3 to 2?
The biggest thing is we've been at $3 for several years, and one reason we're looking at possibly getting more into an older age class, which means if we save a few thousand here and there across the state, maybe we'll get a few into that upper age class to 3.5, 4.5, 5.5 years old, and they'll be just a more mature animal. Which
will get more hunters here eventually, right? I mean, the iconic thing that people are looking for is this, what, 5-point buck. See, I don't know this stuff, but it's like the big antlers and that kind of thing.
That's
right?
What a lot of people go after. Some people are just traditional hunters and they just want to go out and hunt for meat. But we've had that opportunity here. 3 antlerless per day every day. That's a lot of meat in the freezer.
Sure it is.
So I know down your way you got unlimited amounts of doe in your county.
we're in Unit L, but you think about these states that everybody talks about for big deer hunting, Kentucky, Ohio, Illinois, everything like that. They draw a lot of out-of-state visitors every year, and one thing with going to $2 is we will get a better quality buck. I think you got people paying, I think lots of money for a license, and if they have an opportunity at a better deer, that's what we want to provide is a good opportunity.
What do you see in the states around us? I mean, I guess when I hear you say that, it sounds like there might be some bigger deer in some of the states around us. Do they have a lower limit?
Some do. Yeah,
everybody likes to compare Kentucky. Everybody likes to compare us to Kentucky because we have such a long border with Kentucky, and they have a $1 limit. So you're only allowed $1 per season, and they have a huge, a lot of deer that go into their Boone and Crockett record books every year. So everybody likes to compare us to Kentucky or Kentucky to us, which is it's different. A $1 limit is a lot of trophy. It's more of a trophy type hunting situation because you really have to have a lot of restraint before you pull the trigger.
Sure.
Because if you shoot it opening day, then you're finished for months as far as buck hunting. So it's a little different, but along the same lines, we hope that that what we're doing will at least give us a better quality hunt for a lot of people that are looking for that.
What sort of reaction have you gotten? And I guess you'll really know this weekend, but what sort of reaction have you gotten?
It's mixed.
It is.
Yeah.
We got a lot of calls initially because we have a season setting every year, and we ask for input from the public. And we got a large number of people that sent emails, called in, and requested a $2 limit. So that's why we looked at it. So we had a lot of people that wanted a better opportunity. So
and we don't have a perfect. There's no perfect scenario to manage for everybody and for the entire state. There's no perfect scenario. No $2, $3, $4. Some people want to kill $10. So that group, they didn't want to reduce it. They want to be able to have the opportunity to just go out and kill whatever, as many as they can. And if it's 3 or 4 or 5, they will try to do that. Whereas some people wanted to reduce the limit and try to grow a few into an older age class than what we have. Even though we've got a pretty good age structure, we still wanted an opportunity for them to get a little bit older.
All right, we're going to start taking calls here in a minute. There are a couple on the line already. If you want to call, there's the number 615-737+, 615-737-7587. And before I start taking calls, okay, so what is the penalty if somebody does, if they take $3 this year? What do you all do as those that are tasked with enforcing these rules, regulations, laws? What happens?
I guess the one thing we really look at is a lot of people like to brag about it. If they kill more than their $2, they're going to take pictures of it and cell phone pictures and post it online. Yeah. We see that usually a lot of times.
And then they get cited, or
yeah, they'll be cited, and a lot of it depends on the judge. There'll be fines imposed and loss of weapons, or possibly any gear used to take the animal. So
every county is different. Every county has its own set court cost. So there's always a fine that the state imposes, and then there's a county court cost. So as far as the fine and court cost, it varies per county and how that judge wants to handle it.
Do you think if Kentucky has one, they're allowed one in Kentucky, is there any chance we would go to that?
There's nobody in this agency that I know that wants to even entertain a $1 limit. It's well, not because it's controversial. It's because I don't think there's that many that want to go that route.
Right.
We've got a lot of deer. And
the public, I haven't heard that sentiment from the public is we want to go to $1. A lot of people probably do, but I think 2 is kind of middle of the road. It helps. It's kind of good for the people that want to shoot a lot and the people that want to reduce it down to a real trophy type state of $1. So it's kind of middle of the road.
All right, let's go to Beverly. Hello, Beverly.
Yes, I was wondering, when does woodcock season open?
Oh my goodness.
Woodcock is November.
It's in November.
And basically, we've got our hunting guide with us, so we can kind of look through
October 31st.
October 31st will be the woodcock season. And basically, we have it set early like that. They are a little woodland bird, and they walk through the woods and they probe their long beak into the ground for earthworms. That's what they eat. So the season's kind of early as they migrate south and they land here and they start feeding. But when you get into November, the ground starts to freeze a little bit and they can't probe their beak into the ground. So our season is timed for their migration.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And is that a? Now, see, is that a popular?
I have never checked anybody woodcock hunting.
I check. I will say this.
So Beverly, way to go.
Beverly, I
and
did
the bag
check.
limit's only 3, so just keep it under control.
We can talk about this in a little while, stuff that we run across in the field, but I did check a guy last year. He was hunting and he shot a wood stock. It wasn't a woodcock, he shot a wood stock. And I did a double take and I realized what he was talking about. He was talking about a woodcock, but he was calling it a woodstock. So I was thinking about the Charlie Brown woodstock.
Yes,
so, yeah.
Okay. All right, now, Beverly, does that answer your question?
Yes, sir. And I also had a question. Is there any other places around the Nashville area that has a lot of the woodcocks or where I would be able to hunt? Do y'all know of any?
Okay.
Probably Stewart State Forest would be a start. If you get into some secondary growth timber where it's been harvested, they like kind of a smaller timber area. Anything right here local, Cheatham might have a little bit. But I don't know of anything right here local, but Stewart State Forest probably would have a little bit over in Stewart County.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. We have several calls. We're gonna take a break. Dave, Jay, others, hold on the line. If you want to call, several lines are open. 615-737+, 615-737-7587. TWRA is with us talking about hunting and the deer season is coming up this weekend. Take a break. Be back right after this.